it's often never price. And that's something that I have to get still drilled into my head, where it's just a function of like how much you promote. Basically on a one-on-one call, they went through my entire store and they were basically like, you don't promote enough. You just don't in your videos. My like cycle for the past year was like, okay, release a product. If nobody buys it, it's probably because of the cost. Make it free, give it away, and then somewhat, whenever it is down the line, have a high ticket thing because I've given so much free things away that people will pull the trigger on the more expensive thing. That's not actually the case. It's often never price. It's just a function of like how much you promote. A good metric for this is the average e-commerce website converts a visitor into a paying customer at a rate of like 2.8%. That's like the industry average. When you have 50 people click on your link and nobody buys, or even 25 people click on your link, which is a lot of people for most people to click on that product to express some interest in it, and nobody buys it, it's not a function of price. It's a function of numbers. And you can just do some back of the napkin math where it's like, all right, well, if my average conversion rate is like 2.5%, that basically means for every 100 people that click on this, if I sell it for $25, I'll make $50. So it's not how many people can I get to buy this, it's how many people can I drive to this website to increase the top of the funnel. And that's literally it. And you can measure your conversion rate. So if your conversion rate's lower, just look at the sales page and be like, all right, well, if I were to buy this product, what are some of the questions that I would have and what does this page not answer for me? For me, it just becomes how many people can I drive to this website? And that's just a function of how much can I promote this thing? And then it becomes a question of like, well, how do I balance my free stuff with the promotion stuff? One of the things that I struggle with is because I don't promote enough, and I feel like whenever I do promote, I'm pissing people off in a way. But I've run polls on my Instagram where it's like, hey, I just launched this thing last week. A handful of you bought it, but thousands of you said you had interest in it. Like, why didn't you buy it? And they're like, we didn't even know it was released. I'm like, I posted it every day for a week. What do you do? Yeah. So when you are promoting something that you create, you have to get over the fact that, yes, you might see it every day, but people think about how many ads and how many people they see every single day. It's just,
no, you're right. You think because you're thinking about it all the time, other people are, but they have their whole world. Like you're a very small sliver of their day on their feed.
They might just forget, like they might say they want it and they'll click the link and then something pops up where they just don't purchase it. It's not a function of your product.
Yeah.
If you are afraid to promote something, then it's probably not good enough and you don't think it's up to the standard that you want it to be. I feel fine promoting it because I know how good it is, right? Like you shouldn't have any hesitation. Like, Apple and Tim Cook, they're not like, are we promoting the Oxygen Gym Meds? Like, no, they spent a year making that thing. They're like, all right, you should buy this. Like,
how do we put this everywhere it can possibly be?
Why are we afraid to advertise? Are we afraid we're going to lose somebody that's going to like unfollow us because we promote too much? They're not going to buy from you anyway. Who gives a shit?